In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on May 25th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago White Sox versus Detroit Tigers. A pair of American League Central rivals take to the diamond as they open up a weekend series up in the Motor City. The Chicago White Sox are on the road as they play the first game of a 4-game series with the Detroit Tigers Thursday night. Chicago played the rubber game of a 3-game road set with the Guardians in Cleveland Wednesday afternoon. The White Sox picked up a 4-2 win in the middle game of the set Tuesday night. Detroit played the rubber game of their 3-game series with the Royals in Kansas City Wednesday night. The Tigers were knocked off 4-1 in the middle game of the series Tuesday night. Last season, the White Sox won 12 of the 19 meetings, though the Tigers swept a 3-game set on the road in the most recent series between the teams September 23rd and September 25th, 2022. Chicago is 5-1 in their last 6 games overall and 5-1 in their last 6 games against a team with a losing record, while the under is 7-1 in their last 8 games overall. Detroit is 6-1 in their last 7 series opening games and 1-6 in their last 7 games following a win, while the under is 6-2 in their last 10 division games. This is the first meeting of the season between these two, who will face each other 7 times over the next week and a half. The White Sox are clearly the hotter team entering the fray, as they have won each of their last 3 series, while Detroit has dropped 4 straight series. Chicago has been hitting the ball better lately. It will hurt if they can't have Robert in the lineup, but they put up 6 without him on Wednesday, so they won't be in trouble by any means. Giolito picked up his first win on the road in his last road start, striking out a season-high 9 batters. He has tossed 6+ innings in last 8 starts, and I expect he again gets deep against a Tigers offense that seems incapable of putting up a big run total. Chicago is 7-1 in their last 8 meetings in Detroit and 44-19 in their 63 meetings overall. Chicago is starting to figure things out, and with Lucas Giolito set to take the mound, they have a good chance to start strong here. Giolito has been very good this season despite the Sox trouble early on, and he's someone you can rely on against a weaker Tigers lineup. Chicago's bats should also find their way to some production, with an inexperienced Alex Fito making his first start in 3 weeks. So the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Chicago went into Wednesday having seen the over post a 23-24-3 mark in their first 50 games. The White Sox are 23rd in the majors with 4.14 runs per game, a number that falls slightly to 3.96 runs per game on the road this season. Chicago has an average total of 9.38 runs per game on the year. That number drops to an average of 9.04 runs per game as the road team this year. Detroit has seen the under post a 22-22-2 mark in their first 46 games of the year entering Wednesday. The Tigers are 27th in runs per game, though that does edge up to 3.75 runs per game at Comerica Park. Detroit has an average total of 8.33 runs per game, a number that bumps up to 8.45 runs per game at home this season. Both of these teams have been almost straight down the line with their totals this season. More recently, Chicago has had 7 straight games go under, and the under is 8-2 in their last 10 games. The under is 5-5 in Detroit's last 10 games. The Tigers are incapable of scoring big and scored 2 or less runs in 5 of their last 10 games. Chicago's offense has done enough to get them over of late, but they haven't scored more than 6 runs in their last 7 games. The under is 3-0-1 in Giolito's last 4 road starts against a team with a losing record, and 8-1-2 in the Tigers' last 11 against an American League Central side. With both teams below average on the mound and at the plate, don't expect a ton of fireworks here. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus New York Yankees. On Thursday, two American League East rivals meet on the diamond when the Baltimore Orioles play the third and final game of a three-game series in the Big Apple against the New York Yankees. In the opening game of the series on Tuesday, the Orioles were defeated by the Yankees 6-5. The loss snapped a three-game winning streak for Baltimore, but the Orioles have won 5 of the last 7. New York's victory on Tuesday was its 5th straight, and the Yankees have won 9 at the last 11. The Orioles are 12-5 in their last 17 road games and 5-2 in their last 7 overall. The Yankees are 73-34 in their last 107 home games and 4-1 in their last 5 versus American League East. The over is 4-1 in Orioles' last 5 overall. The over is 12-4 in Yankees' last 16 overall. The Orioles are 16-35 in the last 51 meetings in New York and 19-49 in the last 68 meetings. Baltimore has won 12 of its last 17 played on the road, 5 of its last 6 when playing against an opponent with a winning record, and in 5 of the last 6 against a team from the American League East. Baltimore is 13th in team batting average and is a solid 12th in team earned run average. Baltimore Orioles starting pitcher Kyle Gibson is coming off a strong outing in which the right-hander held Toronto's strong lineup to 1 run on 5 hits across 7 innings, and the Orioles defeated the Blue Jays 6-2. New York starting pitcher Clark Schmidt pitched well last time out, but in his start previous to that gave up 6 hits and 7 runs in only 4 2/3 innings. Clark Schmidt struggled mightily against the Orioles, and at home, the right-hander has given up plenty of hard contact and runs. Although Gibson has struggled at times, the Orioles are 8-6 as road underdogs. The Yankees lineup has struggled at times this season, and I expect that to be the case here, while I like Baltimore to score plenty of runs against Schmidt. So the Baltimore Orioles money line is our full game side pick. Kyle Gibson holds an earned run average of 4.27 while Clark Schmidt's is up to 6, so neither pitcher has been missing bats recently. For Schmidt, his role in the rotation is starting to seem less certain after each start, and if he can't put together a quality start against this American League East opponent, questions are going to be raised about reorganizing the New York rotation. In 10 starts this year, Schmidt has allowed at least 3 runs in 7 of the 10 starts, and that includes against the Orioles. The right-hander faced Baltimore at Camden Yards at the beginning of April and didn't make it through 4 innings. He was shelled for 4 runs, 5 hits, and 3 walks in just 3.1 innings in a game that ended with 13 runs scored. Going from Camden Yards to Yankee Stadium only benefits the hitters more. The Yankees have flipped the switch in the last few weeks. Before Wednesday night's game, they had won 5 games in a row and 7 of their last 8, and the primary reason for their success has been their offense. During their 7 wins, the Yankees have averaged 5.71 runs per game, and the top half of their lineup has been mashing. I anticipate that will continue on Thursday night because Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, and DJ LeMahieu are a combined 4 for 8 against Gibson in their careers. It's not too surprising to see the Yankees sluggers with success against Gibson in their careers because Gibson doesn't get many whiffs and gives up a lot of solid contact. We have 2 hot offenses, a little league park, and neither of these pitchers are scaring anybody. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves will close out a 3-series homestand in a 4-game affair with the Philadelphia Phillies. The Braves are looking to avoid a sweep by the Dodgers, while Philadelphia is looking to carry their win over Arizona into their road series. While the Braves have had their struggles at home both on the mound and in the batter's box, they've got the bats to put up runs in a hurry, and the pitching staff has proven they can frustrate even the best lineups. Nola has thrown well against the Braves in the past, but his road splits this season have been less than desirable. With Atlanta's ability to hit for extra bases and smack it out of the yard, they're the team to back here. So the Atlanta Braves money line is our full game side pick. The Phillies are averaging 4.25 runs per game and 4.52 runs per game on the road. They averaged 5.67 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Braves. With Atlanta giving up 4.96 runs per game at home, the Phillies will hit their average in this game. The Braves are averaging 5.15 runs per game and 4.58 runs per game at home. They averaged 2.33 runs per game in their last 3 games against the Phillies. The Braves and Phillies played over the total in 6 of their last 7 meetings. With Philadelphia giving up 5.84 runs per game on the road, the Braves will score enough runs to push the score past the total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.